All right, let's talk about English grammar. Have you ever felt just a little bit overwhelmed by it all? Well, today we're tackling a big one, the 12 verb tenses. But what if I told you they're actually way simpler than they look?
12. Yeah, when you see that number, it's easy to think, oh no, that's a huge list of rules I have to memorize. You start picturing all these complicated charts and weird exceptions. It just feels like a lot, right?
But what if we've been looking at it all wrong? What if you don't actually need to memorize 12 different things? What if there's a way to make this whole system just click? That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to crack the tense code. The big secret here is to stop thinking about 12 separate rules and instead start looking for a few simple patterns that just repeat themselves.
And here it is, the secret weapon. It all comes down to just 4 core building blocks. Seriously, that's it. Once you get these 4 ideas, you can mix and match them with past, present, and future to build any tense you'll ever need.
So what are these magic building blocks? Let's break them down. Think of these as the 4 keys that are going to unlock this whole grammar puzzle.
First up, we've got the simple tense. This is your foundation, the most basic one. Think of it as a single dot on a timeline. It's for things that are just facts, like water is wet, or for habits and single, complete actions. It's clean, it's direct, it's, well, simple.
Next is the continuous tense. The most important word here is ongoing. If the simple tense is a dot, the continuous tense is a line. It's all about an action that's in progress, something that's happening over a stretch of time.
Okay, now this next one is where it gets really interesting. The perfect tense is kind of like a time traveler. Its whole job is to build a bridge between 2 different moments, connecting an action that's already finished to another point in time.
And our last building block, the perfect continuous tense, basically just smashes the last 2 ideas together. It talks about an ongoing action, like the continuous tense, but it adds a special focus on the duration, on exactly how long that action has been going on. Okay, enough theory, right? Let's see how these things actually work in the real world. We'll start by just looking at our first 2 building blocks, simple and continuous, and see how they play out across time. So, let's start in the present. If I say, I eat rice every day, that's a simple fact about my life. It's a habit. But if I say, I am eating rice now, you know it's happening at this exact moment. See the difference? One is a general truth, the other is an action in progress. Now let's jump to the past. I ate rice yesterday. Simple, the action is finished, it's over. But look at this. I was eating rice when the phone rang. That's totally different. It creates a whole scene. You can picture me, mid-bite, when the phone interrupts. The eating was an ongoing action that got cut off. And, you guessed it, the exact same idea works for the future. I will eat rice tomorrow is a simple plan. But saying, I will be eating rice at 8 p.m. gives us more information. It tells us what action will be in progress at that very specific time. And just like that, we've already covered 6 of the 12 tenses, all just by understanding the difference between a single action and an ongoing action. You can see the pattern, right? Simple is for finished things and habits. Continuous is for anything in progress. We're already halfway there.
All right, let's bring in our other building blocks. This is where we talk about the perfect tenses. These are the really powerful tools we use to connect different points in time and tell more complex stories.
So here's the absolute key to remember. Anytime you see a perfect tense, I want your brain to think 2 moments in time. That's it. There's always the moment the action happened, and then there's another reference point we're connecting it to. This timeline just lays it out perfectly. Look, we've got 2 things that happened in the past. I had eaten rice, and she arrived. By using the past perfect tense, we make it crystal clear which one came first. The eating happened before she got there. It just sets the sequence straight. And the future perfect does the exact same thing, just in the future. This sentence connects the action of eating to that future reference point, your arrival. It's a promise that the eating will be done and dusted before that future moment happens.
So what happens when we throw our last building block, continuous, into this mix? It's actually really simple. We're still connecting 2 points in time, but now we're also shining a big spotlight on the duration of the action, how long it's been happening.
Check this out. I have been eating rice for an hour. This connects a starting point in the past, an hour ago, to right now, the present. And the really important part is that it emphasizes the duration. The message isn't just that I ate, it's that I've been doing this nonstop for a whole hour.
And that's it.
By mixing and matching those 4 core ideas, we've built all 12 tenses. So let's wrap this up. Instead of a scary, long list of rules, you now have this super practical toolkit with just 4 simple concepts inside.
So this is what I want you to take away. From now on, when you're trying to say something, don't try to remember a fancy tense name. Just ask yourself, what am I trying to do? Do I need to state a fact? Use a simple tense. Describe something in progress? Go for continuous. Do I need to connect 2 moments in time? That's a job for the perfect tense. And if you need to stress how long something's been going on, well, that's what perfect continuous is for.
You see, this isn't really just about grammar rules. This is about being able to tell your story with more color, more detail, and more precision. Every tense is a different tool for painting a picture with your words. So the only real question left is, with this new toolkit, how are you going to tell your story?